Hey guys, the reason we host community groups is because we need each other. When we found the Lord, we received all we needed for godly living. But when we found community, we found the courage to live it out. Our church, our cities, our campuses are incredibly blessed to have the kind of leadership that you provide day after day after day. So it's been a week since we've been social distancing, and it feels like 1,000 years to me. If you're like me, you are glad to be receiving COVID-19 updates, but there's a part of you that just kind of wishes that we weren't having to hear about COVID-19 updates. But I want to encourage you, stay informed so that you know how to best care for your family, for your community group, for the people in your neighborhood. And then I want to make a recommendation. We have an opportunity as a Christian to really be able to experience the miraculous things of God. We find ourselves in a place where we are almost frozen in time. We're very limited to the things that we can do. And some of us are really blessed and we still get to get out of our house to go to work for at least a limited time during the day. And so we still have some contact with just normalcy and routine. But for those of you that don't, it really could bring some confusion or despair, or even worse, your mind could just wander and do whatever it thinks that it's supposed to do. And then all of a sudden, you're feeling affected before you know it or not. So I want to give you just a couple of practical things that you can do during this time. Try not to lose your routine. If you're used to getting up in the mornings and getting going, still get up in the mornings and get going. If you're used to having your time with the Lord on your lunch hour, still have your time with the Lord on your lunch hour. This is a great opportunity, if you don't have a great podcast to listen to really lean in and try to find a podcast that can help you grow personally. I think it would be a travesty as a believer to not do anything with what I call in the meantime. In the meantime means I've petitioned the Lord for something and I'm waiting for the answer, but what do I do in the meantime? And so don't forget that there is always an in the meantime opportunity. So again, if you have routines, try and stick to those routines. Whether your day is affected or not, whether you know it or not, you thrive on normalcy and on routines. I think you need to encourage each other, find each other. Don't lose sight of your neighbors, your family. Make sure everybody's being cared for. You can always reach out to us if you've got a prayer request or need through our community group email, or through prayer@desperationchurch.tv. And then this is something that I know will really lighten your spirit. There is a book by Bob Goff called Everybody Always. And this is what it looks like, and I can't wait for you to read it if you haven't. But it's just filled with life. It's just filled with joy, and it just really helps us to focus on the person in front of us. So I want to encourage those of you to get it. If you haven't, you can order it through Amazon, or if you're on Audible like I am, then you can download it. Hopefully you'll have a credit. Bob Goff is amazing. He's filled with joy. He laughs the entire time he reads the book. And so, of course, you can't help but laugh with him. And I think we need laughter during this time. And so get to your routine. In the meantime, notice the miraculous things of God and lean into your own personal freedom that you need and spiritual disciplines, and maybe grab a great book. Everybody Always is one of my favorites. It's one of your staff's favorites. And know that I am here. If you need anything at all, please reach out through our community group email or through prayer@desperationchurch.tv. I love you to pieces, and I'll talk to you soon.